Can I invest remotely in Indiana real estate? Can I buy property? Can I invest in Indiana as an out-of-state investor? What are the risks in investing remotely in Indianapolis real estate? Those are the top three questions that came in according to Google. The top three questions you guys have about investing remotely in Indianapolis or in Indiana real estate. I'm here, awesome male here with my good friend Joe Crump. Let's talk about what is remote investor. You want me to go first
I'll
or both?
start.
Oh,
I'll
you'll
start.
start. Okay, yeah, Joe start. Okay, Joe's going to
Every
start.
everybody is one of the main things that I teach my active investors is how to work in other states, how to work remotely, because I believe that as soon as you leave your house, you lose 3 hours, and so you lose a huge amount of your time. So you try never to
That's
leave the
good.
house. The only time I want to leave the house is for fun. So I want to be able to do everything remotely. And so this is a weird question for me because everything I do, even in active investing, is remote. So it doesn't really matter whether I buy a property in California or in Tennessee or in Indiana or in New York. You can buy properties anywhere and manage them properly remotely and be able to make them work. The goal is making sure you're investing in the right place that has an algorithm that will work financially and will make you that money.
Excellent. So that's right, remote. Good answer. I love that. If you leave your house, you lose 3 hours. That's I'd say even more than that because you got to get ready and stuff too. And plus just that's a good way to look at it. Because Joe and I've met Joe when I was 17 years old, by the way. I've been knowing him. That was like 5 years ago, right? We'll go with that. And we've been talking about leaving the house and like how much you can do with your house. It's amazing how the amount of effort, the amount of things you can do without leaving your house and with technology today. But what's interesting is that that hasn't really changed the success rate. With investors, almost everyone fails. With people in real estate, with any business really, but especially in real estate, it hasn't changed the success rate, which means it's more than just the availability of the opportunity. It comes down to the training as well. The only way he's able to do these deals is because he understands the algorithm, the formula. He has the right checklist. So, that were you done with your part of the answer?
Uh,
That part.
I just had this thing. I think we're wearing the same shirt. Oh, are
Me
we
and
wearing?
you?
Oh, maybe not. Okay, I guess,
Oh, it's yeah.
I guess not. I think we were twins. Never mind. I just
Okay, gotcha. All right, we should start with that, a wardrobe check for our questions. So remote investing. So
coordinate.
yeah,
Coordinate.
what is remote real estate investing? The definition here, according to Investopedia, is remote investing is when an investor engages in buying and selling a home outside of their area. Remote investing allows potential investors to purchase properties in high demand areas they live far away from. However, relying on others to manage your investment property can present challenges, especially if you don't plan on visiting often. So, should I keep going with my part of the answer?
Yep.
Okay. So there's this guy on Bigger Pockets. It's one of the biggest real estate forums there is. And he went through hundreds of forums here, or hundreds of questions here. He said 95% of real estate investors fail, and it goes even up if you try to do remote investing, which is what I was saying earlier. Most people end up failing. Remote investing in Indianapolis, you're probably going to end up failing just in general if you get into real estate, but especially if you try it remotely. So why do so many people fail at remote investing? The same reason people fail at normal investing, training. They don't understand what to do. It comes down to a checklist. All the business is a checklist, and all we do is help people get a better checklist. So the three things you need to succeed at remote investing is number one, a plan, number two, a team, and number three, the right checklist. That's it. If you have the right plan, the right team, the right checklist, you should be good. By the way, why should you listen to me and Joe? This is your first time seeing us. Who are these guys? Why should you trust us? We've been doing this over 50. I wrote this down, the exact number, but it's like we've been doing this collectively over 50 years in Indianapolis and Midwest real estate. Our team has over 100 years experience. We have hundreds of videos, thousands of videos actually on education on everything from buying real estate, businesses zero down, creating passive income, building income ascension. We have more education on this than any other group on the planet. Check that out. But more importantly, none of that means anything. It's the outcomes. We have more people that are creating 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 grand a month and beyond than any other group on the planet. More success stories and more outcomes than anyone else. And we have real life deals. If you're hearing us talk about real in Indiana deals or Midwest deals, you think that's not real. We've made hundreds of videos of real life deals and deal dissection breakdowns. This whole process is for our GRS program, the Get Rich Slow program, the Done For You program. So if you want to do that, it's $200,000 cash that you want to have, and you turn that into $100,000 a year passive income forever. And the bad news is it takes 10 to 15 years, and that time you're not going to make any money. You need to reinvest every penny. The good news is you don't need to do anything. You don't need to leave your house. It'd be one way to remotely invest in Indiana. That's what this process is about. Click the link below and apply to become an investor, and all the steps and everything. We have all kinds of videos. We'll walk you through the entire process, our algorithm, everything we use. So, who should be on your team? If you want to invest remotely, who should be on your team? These are people that you absolutely need if you want to invest remotely, if you want to build a successful team. You need realtors, lenders, property managers, hard money lenders, appraisers, contractors, investors. Those are like the main seven that you need, that you want to work with. On top of that, you want to be connected to title companies, insurance people, inspectors, accountants, eviction attorneys, a few other people, but those are secondary people. We have a list of people you can check out. Go to bigria.com/people. It's our list, our people page. Every possible contact you need to build your real estate business in the Midwest. These are people you can contact. We don't get paid. It's their number directly. You can go and check that out. You can check out reviews if you're out of the area. You want to check out Google, Yelp, Angie's List, Thumbtack, Home Advisor, Realtor, Zillow. That tells you something, but also people can buy fake reviews as well, so it doesn't tell you everything. You want to build your team correctly, make sure they have a long history of reaching your goal. This is the most important thing, that they have a long history of reaching your goal. You don't want to just invest and do deals. You want to be able to make money, and specifically passive income. And you need to make sure they can help you get that passive income. And like I said, that if you want these people, all these contacts you'll ever need, go to bigria.com/people. We've got a list of people there that we use. What about policies? This is the checklist. Like I said, the plan, the team, and the checklist. So the plan is, in our case, 100K a month passive income forever. The team is our team. Then you can check out bigre.com and also the /people and check out the list of people that we work with. And then the plan, the outcome, or I'm sorry, the checklist. That's our safe house algorithm. I won't get into all that right now, but we have a solid algorithm that we use, our 1% houses. And if you're going to invest in Indiana, what I would look at if you're investing remotely is to first have an idea of the market to understand what kind of houses you're going to buy. And I wouldn't buy houses under $100,000. I know there's a lot of attraction. A lot of people do this. Oh, I could buy a house for 40 grand. If you're in California, that sounds crazy. Those houses are generally meth labs. It's going to be very hard to collect rent every month, and it's going to create all kinds of problems. You want to buy houses and if you're buying them from somebody, make sure that person has experience in creating this outcome of the goal of getting into 5, 10, 15, 20 grand a month. There are not people making 15, 20, 30 grand a month for themselves and others on a large scale that are buying houses like that. And so be careful of that. You can use our algorithm, our safe house algorithm, and that should help you. We have that's our exact checklist. So can I invest remotely in Indiana real estate? Yes, you can. Make sure you build your team like I talked about. In the next video, we're going to talk about specific steps you can take. But that is my answer on how you'd invest remotely in Indiana real estate. What do you think, Joe?
One of the things that we not only wrote the algorithm, we wrote the policies, we wrote the standard operating procedures, and we wrote the software that we use. We built software to create more leads, to create more deals, to be able to keep track of our properties, to be able to keep track of the checklists. So we've actually got software that reminds different members of our team what needs to happen on any particular day. And so it makes it possible for us to systematize everything. And the only way that you really have a business that operates on a franchise level concept is when you can systematize the whole business. And
Policies. Yeah.
yeah, create policies for everything. And so that's what we've done. And that's how we create consistency. And that's how we're able to do so many properties and work with so many people and help them, develop their own wealth.
Yes. So the question of in buying it in remotely in Indiana real estate, you can build your team with this stuff. Also use our people, bigre.com/people. You can use people there and start building your business that way. But the main thing, we keep coming back to this again and again, is you need to work with, you have a plan, a team, a checklist, and outcomes. People that have, you're building your team. You're either going to build your team from scratch or get it, you're going to have to work with a connected team. Make sure they have a track record, a history of creating those outcomes. Good, Joe? Okay, so to apply to become an investor, click the link below. and you can apply it to work with us. We have a process, an interview and application process. This is a good fit. This is a really creating generational wealth, and we're really excited to work with you. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.